I thought this was going to be way freakier. Now it's just going to loop the whole game over and over again. We don't want to loop it again. We're not looper.
But I think that's a clever way to delay
to hint the teaser release.
Like to delay an advertisement.
In case you're not sure, PT stands for playable teaser. So what I know, Russ. One of the big reasons I wanted Russ to play this. Hey, cockroach. Hey, Greg the cockroach is back. One of the big reasons I wanted Russ to play this is because he's our big Silent Hill aficionado. So what do you think of what Silent Hills is going to be like just based off this teaser? Even though it has no relation to the game at all.
You know, I do like the esotericness.
Is it going to be first person though?
That would be interesting. Like
a lot of people are hating the fact that it might be first person.
The Room has a lot of first person in it. Silent Hill 4. When you're in the room.
Well, I had a feeling that they
and there's a lot of doing that, like examining things, and that's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, oh.
Well, a lot of the thing is they said that they modeled the main character off of a real actor.
Yeah.
Because Norman Reedus, who was in Walking Dead, so he's went from a horror TV show to a horror game.
That works.
But they're saying that like it's weird because why would it be first person and then spend all the time modeling this actor to look precisely exactly like the character?
No, yeah, it probably won't be then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
if it
might be
first
parts,
person,
I guess.
I would be cool with it.
Also, what would Silent Hills mean? That's plural.
Is it multiple?
Is it the fact that like
there's multiple worlds or something?
Hideo
Kojima always has some pretty crazy stories.
Well, Silent Hill is never one precise place in the game, is it? Is it always one place? Isn't it just like a figment of an imagination, or what?
It depends on the character, the game.
Here, I'll put a spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear Silent Hill spoilers, click off.
I mean, there could be.
You can spoil it now.
There could be, because there's an alternate Silent Hill, a nightmare world. They could be referring to the fact that there's two. I mean, I don't know.
Well, in the games, is it always one precise location, like one address, or is it like multiple kind of places?
Yeah, it's probably one location, but see, it depends on the game, because in Silent Hill 2, some people say, was Silent Hill real, or was it all just James's imagining?
Yeah.
In Silent Hill 1, it's a resort town that people go for vacations.
No, it's been a dog ending.
And there's a dog.
Yeah, I don't think it's like
that's meant to be weird.
Anyways, I don't have that.
That's why I feel like Kojima might have fun with this, because there's always those weird joke endings.
Silent Hill has a lot of weird, kooky stuff. Not just creepy, but just like if you've seen Silent Hill.
I need an ending where Solid Snake shows up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And like him and Norman were just like shooting zombies. And like fly on a helicopter.
Like Silent Hill 3 had like
joke things.
The suit, like what's it called?
The Sailor Moon.
The sexy beam. Yeah, whatever they call it.
It's like a Sailor Moon.
Princess Heart.
Yeah, Princess Heart. It's kind of like the Sailor Moon type of like magical little thing.
So like they and the UFO endings too. So like
and again, this is a Japanese game too.
Yeah, like it's actually gonna be a Japanese game as long as Hideo Kojima doesn't turn it into Lords of Shadow, because. That was Hideo Kojima and Mercury.
Well, he produced. He's the executive producer. That means he basically was paid for the game.
Yeah.
He didn't really have a whole lot of input.
So if he's actually going to design it,
he's
then I do have faith in it.
What do you think of the whole Guillermo del Toro aspect?
Yeah.
Because he kind of generally makes like sort of odd,
weird,
surreal, kind of scary movies.
Sometimes. Yeah, and Silent Hill should be.
But he's an American director, though. Actually, he's technically Mexican, but. I think he's
but with Hideo Kojima.
Pan's Labyrinth was only made in Spanish. There are English subtitle ones, but the language is only Spanish.
But is he from Spain or is he from Mexico?
I think it's Mexico.
I'm going to Google real quick because I don't want to feel like I'm stupid.
I mean, I think with them working together, it'll ensure that it's not too American.
He has a nice neck beard.
You know what I mean? So.
He's Mexican, okay.
Yeah.
He has a nice neck beard, though.
Yeah.
So are you relatively excited about Silent Hills?
Yeah. Is it only going to be on PS4?
There's no. So far, this teaser's been the PS4 only.
Yeah, that's true.
And they basically just want to make it a little spooky. Hey, look, here's something fun.
Yeah.
There's no, like I said, basically all we know is the game's called Silent Hills.
Yeah.
Which is weird that they didn't call it like 5. Why is there 5 officially?
5 is Homecoming.
But it's not called 5. It's just called Homecoming.
It used to be.
Oh,
before it came out.
Oh,
they used to call it Silent Hill 5.
Yeah.
But then when it came out, they just called it Homecoming.
What about Downpour?
Just Downpour.
Have you actually played Downpour?
I saw the beginning.
Yeah.
And it was just like a lot of like walking around in like some place with nothing in it. Like it just seemed kind of boring. Mm-hmm. But I can't judge it because, like I said, I never actually played it. And my friend that owns it, like he only played the beginning, and he said he was kind of bored.
Have you actually played the Shattered Memories?
No, but that one does
Shattered
look
Memories.
cool, because that's kind of like this, right? First person.
Where it's more first person.
and it's like examining
first person.
things.
Yeah, you examine things. You have a flashlight. Maybe this could be like similar to that.
Like, I mean,
Was
I
that
think,
made by Japanese cast or was that English?
I don't know actually. That could be.
He said 4 was the last one you remember that had a Japanese cast. Shattered Memories might have been.
4, yeah, I mean 4 was the last official
Silent Hill game.
numbered one,
Yeah.
really.
Then the rest of them are just kind of like weird.
But Shattered Memories might be.
Actually,
Japanese.
I heard Shattered Memories is supposed to be a reimaginment of 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it has like the same characters, but.
But yeah, so we're just rambling on randomly right now. So we beat the game. We've been stuck at this lovely door for like the last maybe 10, 20 minutes. Move a little. Do a little dance. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. I wonder if his brother Merle's gonna be here too. Because Daryl is he.
Yeah, what if you did something in this room after you beat the game, and then it triggered like one of the other ghosts in this room?
Yeah, that'd be funny. Just beat the game.
And you
Like
just started it over.
oh, okay. Hey, this part's not scary yet, so you can just randomly walk around here if you want. All of a sudden, just blah.
Like Merle.
What's Merle?
Whatever his name is.
Merle shows up. Hey, little brother! I got my fucking hand chopped off. Whatever. Fuck you. I'm blue now. Because he played the blue guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker's cool. But isn't it kind of interesting that they're digitizing an American actor for this stuff?
Yeah, right.
That's kind of weird because I don't think anybody else would just anything though. It's just kind of people they made for the game.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that they're afraid of plot-wise, is that it's not going to be a story about a character. It's going to be a story kind of based around the actor. It's kind of like, because he's from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So people are afraid it's going to be like, oh, look, zombies and whatever. So far, there's no hint of zombies at all yet. It could be
Silent
weird,
Hill
though.
doesn't have zombies. It has monsters.
Yeah, the kind of rotting flesh-looking.
Silent Hill
zombies.
1 and 3, since they're related.
Yeah.
The monsters were drawings
Oh.
that Alessa did. Remember?
Oh, yeah, she did do
She's
that.
a girl that.
She did, like, pterodactyls and stuff.
Yeah,
and
she was the one that
dogs,
drew the pictures, and then
I do remember
they
that.
became monsters in
Yeah.
their extreme hatred and pain.
So yeah, speaking of extreme hatred and pain, we're finally done with this game. So I guess until next time, this is Ep.4 signing off with the PT crew. We're called the PT crew now.
PT Cruiser.
Oh, actually, here, before we finish, one last question. Do you think this game should or shouldn't have Pyramid Head in it?
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't?
Because
It shouldn't
I
have
said
Pyramid Head?
shouldn't.
Why
Because-
shouldn't it have Pyramid Head?
Because
Every other game's had Pyramid Head in it so far.
No.
Past 2, basically.
Yeah, but those had Pyramid Head
As random characters.
in vain.
Vain?
In vain.
What's in vain?
Pyramid Head.
Like, you mean like useless
Is-
cameo, basically?
James's conscience.
Isn't it supposed to be like the representation of his murderous side or something?
Yeah, and it's kind of his
Because he killed...
executioner. It's
Yeah.
him it's like the part of him that wants to atone for his sin.
Because he was a murderer, wasn't he? Didn't he straight up like kill somebody?
He
And that's kind of like
kills his wife.
and that's basically the representation of his like his.
That's the representation of
His
like the
past, his
executioner
psyche.
coming to take him away for
Okay.
doing something bad.
And that's why
it's
he
his
can't-
guilt,
Yeah,
basically.
that's why it can't be defeated or like removed. You have to like run away from it basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
What about
like
other
in
games?
the
that
other
have-
games, like
he's just there as a character.
he's just there as like a monster.
Hey,
In the
look at me!
movie-
I'm fun.
In
Yeah.
the movie, they just put him in there. The first movie.
Have you seen the new one, Resurrection?
Yeah.
In there, he's like their sidekick or something.
Yeah, he's
their
fighting
guardian.
for Heather.
Yeah, he's
against that
he's Heather's guardian
monster
or something.
thing.
Yeah,
The god monster.
because that makes sense.
Yeah. Like in Silent Hill 3, Claudia eats. I don't know if you've seen the end of Silent Hill 3, the game.
A little, I've seen bits
More
and pieces.
spoilers, but it doesn't matter. We've
Yeah,
already put
this
a
is spoiler
warning.
corner. Yeah, I might make this entire episode where we just ramble and look at
Like-
doors.
So in Silent Hill 3 at the end, Claudia wants. Let's see, what happens again? Yeah, Heather.
For you, if you know the words you.
That's right. Heather is going to birth a god,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
right? Because she
Yeah.
is the reincarnation of Alessa.
Yeah, I do
And-
remember that. That's one of the big plot things.
Heather's father, aka Harry Mason, not real father, but the character in the first game.
Yeah, Perry Mason.
He gave her this pendant and said like always keep this with you. So what does she do? Well, this is what you have to figure out what to do in like one of the last cutscenes.
Yeah.
You have to actually use the pendant and then she'll eat it.
Oh,
And when she eats it, she basically vomits out
a baby.
this fetus baby that was gonna be
Right.
God.
Okay.
And then Claudia, who's like distraught because she was hoping, and praying that the God would be born, she eats it.
That's nice.
Like puts it in her mouth, and then she turns into this creature thing, and that's the final boss.
Ooh.
Like God, basically.
Man.
That was gonna be born. And that's kind of, I guess, I don't remember the movie, but it kind of happened, right? That was like God.
Oh, yeah.
But then for some reason, Pyramid Head was fighting for Heather. Just because, why not Pyramid Head?
Hey, it's like executive board being like, this Pyramid Head is an incredibly marketable character.
Yeah.
Let's put him in the movie, but not make any merchandise of him.
The only game he was in and should have been in
2.
was Silent Hill 2. Because
Yeah.
that was...
Also,
what he
there's a Konami racing game where you could play as him as a racer.
Really?
That game made sense, yeah.
Sure, that's fine.
I forgot what it's
That's not a
called.
Silent Hill game.
But you could play as, like, I think Simon was playable, Solid Snake, Pyramid Head,
Huh.
were like the Konami characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just rambling at this point. So I guess until next time, when we're going to be playing a game with less scary jump scares and more scary puns.
Okay.
So until next time, it's the PWPT
Cruiser.
Cruiser. Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.